Good morning, Jana.
Oh, hi, Matt.
Hey, how are things going in children's ministry? I have heard that we now have, I think it's over 85 children attending here with their families from birth to 5th grade.
That's true, and I think it's going okay. I think it's been fine.
So, I guess my question is, what's with all the bags?
Oh, these. You know, you can always count on me to be carrying around stuff to work with the kids.
Well, I know it takes a lot to run the programs for that many kids, and I think I'm trying to think of all the things that we have going. We have Bible classes twice a week for all ages. We have children's worship on Sunday mornings during the sermon. We have primetime kids on Wednesday nights. We have special events almost every month for families.
That's true.
An attended nursery for all the little ones, and VBS in the summer. Fall Fest is actually coming this Saturday. And I guess maybe, would you mind sharing a little bit about what it takes to do all of those things?
Yes, in fact, I have a few kids that are going to share with me. While they're coming up here, I actually have a sign-up sheet. Don't forget about signing up for Fall Fest. I forgot to grab a mic, sorry. I forgot to grab mine. I have some helpers to help me. Gideon, can you grab in the bag and see what we're going to show first? Black leaf?
Yeah. What about those? What's the deal with that?
Those are these are googly eyes that help us prop with the song. Do you remember that song, "Be Careful, Little Eyes, What You See," from when you were a kid a long time ago?
Yeah, hey, the 60s were actually a great decade. My parents they brought me up in a Bible class and church and VBS, and I'm really glad that they did that. I know that I had all kinds of special teachers, and I really appreciate that growing up. But how many teachers and volunteers does it take here at Grand Central to run all of our programs?
It actually takes about 100 teachers and volunteers a quarter, which is an awful lot of people. In fact, don't forget, I have the sign-up sheet for Fall Fest and children's shushers in the children's program.
Let's get back to the bags here.
Oh, thanks, Gideon. Thank you.
We have our own sports classes.
Ava, would you and your sisters come and help us with the next thing? Let's see what else we have in here. What are these, Ava?
This is day 4, 7 stars galore.
That's right, the days of creation. It's very colorful. Children love colors. And so, Anna, do you know what day yours is?
Day 3.
That's right, day 3, flowers, grass, and trees. Thank you, girls. I have some more stuff.
Okay.
Miss Maggie and Scarlett, do you have something you could show us?
Now, that kind of looks like blueprints.
What's this?
Yeah, what does that have to do with Grand Central Ministry, children's?
Well, I'm glad you asked. It's actually in the Bible. In Jeremiah, God says, "I know the plans I have for you, plans for a future and a hope."
Okay, well, that makes sense. I know we do have a lot of plans to build a future here at GC, and I know that we can see where a new facility would really enhance our children's ministry. A gym is going to allow that larger space for events and for kids to run and play and have all those outside events we can invite people to. There's also a larger nursery that we'd like to build to help with these growing families. And I know that when my kids were going here, I think the class size was an average of about 5 to 8 kids. And from what I understand now, the average size is between 15 and 18 kids. And
That's right.
I think we're going to need those larger classrooms.
That larger classrooms would be a blessing, then we wouldn't have to all be shoved into tiny classrooms. In fact, the classroom section will be off to itself, and all kids' classes will have their own entrance, and it provides a lot more safety too. Thank you.
Now,
Now,
more stuff in the back?
I have something else, but really out of all the things I have, the last thing in the bag, Nora, is my most important. And Nora's going to reach down in the bag and grab it for me. What's in there, Nora?
Let's see what's in here.
What is it?
The Bible.
The Bible.
That's right, it's a Bible. And I'm so glad I attended church where Bible is really important and the elders study the Bible and show us that importance, Ben.
Well, that's exactly right. And I appreciate that because there's absolutely nothing more important than giving our kids that Bible knowledge and letting them read the Bible in their classes. So that's awesome.
One of the things I loved when I was a kid was memorizing scripture. And so we do have a Bible verse that Nora knows by heart, and I think the other kids know too. If you could stand up right where you are, all the kids from children's worship, go ahead and stand up right where you are. And we're going to have Nora lead us in our current Bible verse that we're learning. And these girls can help us.
Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make your path straight.
Laura, thank you so much for that. I just want to also thank all the parents that are here, the grandparents for bringing your children here, for attending these classes. And in fact, if I could ask all the families to stand, we're going to have a prayer for all those families with children in this congregation. So if you don't mind standing, go ahead. All the
Moms and
families.
dads and grandmas too. People that bring their kids.
All right, let's go ahead and pray. God, thank you so much for blessing this church with children. We thank you for their parents, their grandparents, their aunts, their uncles, the friends and family, the teachers, and all that are involved in bringing them closer to you and understanding what you would have them to do in this life and on this earth. We just appreciate you so much, and we thank you for giving us the gift of children so that we can understand the gift of your Son more fully. Bless this church with the work we're doing. Bless us as we grow and reach out to our community. In Jesus' name, amen.